Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope it's a good day for you. It's wet here today and cold and grey. Wet and cold and grey. It's wet. That is New Zealand winter. Wet and cold and grey. And I am inside all nicely wrapped up and warm with a little heater at my feet. And I thought that for today we would look at the last, the culmination, the last day of the Trecina, this one that we're busy with, which is today 13 cat. So it's interesting because I, with my sort of science-based, if you like, science-trained analytical brain, sees the last day as the culmination, the end, the completion. And it's interesting because it's not at all. The number 13 is the great tide. It's the ocean swell, the final and largest wave. Completion, but not necessarily a tidy ending. The waves keep coming. But it's the sense of the wave that carries everything gathered so far. It's all the weight and all the wisdom of the journey up till today. The accumulations of everything that's been before, and this sense of one vast concentrated force. And then that is paired with cat, the ember, the effort that we've made, or the exhaustion of the flame. But we carry this with a sense of responsibility for others and ourselves. It's the coals at the end of the fire, or also the bag that holds the labor, the unfinished tasks. So we had a small flame at the beginning 13 days ago, and now we have this huge, massive collection of coals, and it can feel like you haven't achieved because the fire's burned down, but the warmth is still there. The warmth is still there. And 13 makes cat, well, oceanic. It's not just a collection of little tasks, little coals, but the whole fireplace, right? And it's interesting because we don't think anymore in terms of fire for cooking, because we've got, heat at the flick of a switch. But when we cook, we do not cook in the olden days. We did not cook with roaring flames. If you've been out camping, you know that flames are impatient. They leap and consume. They blacken the surface before the inside is ripened. The hunger is too fast and too wild and too eager to prove its power. A roaring fire is impressive, especially at Halloween. So your eyes are fed by the fire, but it destroys the subtle flavors in a meal that's been carefully prepared. However, true nourishment comes out of a different sort of fire. The steady glowing bed of coals, the collection of ember after many, many logs, each one contributing stored heat. And that's fascinating because the heat that is released out of the logs is the life essence that was trapped into the logs when the plant grew, when the tree grew. And that release of the heat all that is the oxygen combining with the carbon, and in that combination releasing energy. It's an exothermic chemical reaction where heat is released by the chemical reaction. So the transformation has already occurred, and that entire log is glowing red, and now it's ready to cook when the flames are gone. It's the gathering of the embers what makes the heat to be consistent, not erratic. It's deep and even and long-lasting, penetrates slowly, cooking all the way through, changing what it touches without rushing it. What was once a wild flame is now a steady presence. And that's the same with us. When we live in fire, in bursts of intensity and moments of consuming energy, we scorch what we touch and we exhaust ourselves. It's a two-way burn, right? But when we allow experience and sacrifice and effort to settle into us as coals, we become like that slow fire, that enduring, patient, radiating fire that lasts longer than an impressive blaze. So today, the culmination of the Trecina is not the flame that dazzles, but the ember that sustains, the steady heat that feeds many, the long preparation, not the quick and easy. And in that long preparation, the idea of the flavors unfolding, and the warmth that can be returned to over and over. So the essence of 13 Cat is to gather the burning logs and let them burn together, to trust the heat of the fire. It's not the leaping flame that carries you forward, but the quiet strength in the embers. And so today is the day of the embers. And the intention for today that I've set here is that I gather what I have carried. I honor the sacrifices I've made. I release what no longer serves. I choose to carry forward the ember that sustains, so my fire may endure with patience, strength, and balance. I love that so much. Okay, I'm going to read you a little poem here because I've been trying to look at or download the conversations and the research that I've been doing on the obsidian butterfly, which is sort of another image, shall we say, of Mother Earth. You know, that sort of life-giving accumulation of wisdom and nurturance, yes, from Mother Earth. And I have this poem that I've come across. It's the end of a long thread, and I'm not going to go through it all, but we're just going to do this. This is the lament of the weary soul. So we can come, we can present, we can come to today with the exhaustion, with that feeling of having burned out. I am broken and empty, my cup runneth dry. I have lifted my hands in request to the sky. I have tried, I've forgiven, I've breathed and I've sung to the Lord of the universe, joy on my tongue. But the days keep on buzzing in hollow refrain, and the night strips the music, leaves silence, leaves pain. That song of the soul that was meant to be free that song of the soul. It was meant to be me. I am old, I am tired, my joy turned to dust. I rise not with gladness, but because rise I must. I have battled, have wept, I have burned through the night, but the ashes remain, not a flicker of light. No comfort can touch me, my grief's here to stay, so I sit in the dark and I wait for the day. And then to take that exhaustion and to intentionally reframe it now in terms of 13, the accumulation, and cat, the embers of the fire. And this is an important thing, that all these energies contain both sides. There's always I don't want to say negative, I'm trying not to say negative, but the sort of, yes, the negative side and the positive side, and the difference in that energy of your day is in your intention, in how you're coming to it. So are you coming to it with exhaustion? Because you can, that's part of it. Or let's do it this way. I do not blaze now, I do not burn bright. My fire is hidden far from the light, but still I am glowing beneath all the pain. A bed of old embers, not roaring, but sane. Let others leap skyward, too fast to endure. I'm learning to simmer, to be slow and be pure. For joy that is patient is deeper than flame, and warmth that stays quiet still carries my name. I've walked through the fire, I've scattered my ash, but now I cook slowly, not burning to dash each sorrow a log, each tear a coal. I tend to the fire at the root of my soul. So bundle me gently, O time without haste, for nothing worth loving is cooked in waste. Let my grief be an ember, let my song take its time, and may love, slow and steady, make silence sublime. Okay, so I hope you have a really great day. The energy of this runs from dusk until the next dusk. So if you have this, sleep on it, wake up tomorrow with that idea of letting your song take its time. Okay, thank you very much for listening. It was always great to come and get together with you in the morning. And thanks for the lovely comments. It's been nice to know that there are a few of you that are enjoying these little morning reflections. I'm glad. Okay. All right. Have a lovely day, and I will be back again today and tomorrow. So I'll see you then.